Coming.
Welcome
Go. My name is Andrew.
I am Mr. Siren. We have the husband Dave, as always.
Yes.
Mr. Travis.
Welcome.
Andrew, get your booty in the camera.
Mr. Travis is going to start out what we did tonight. Dave, what do we do? We have Skinny Pop. We're advertising Skinny Pop.
No, we're not advertising Skinny Pop.
I go there.
We went to a,
We're not helping you. Do it.
what did we do? We went to ghost tours, and we had a fabulous time with,
Aurora.
all right.
Aurora from NOLA, or Unique NOLA Tours. Her mom is actually a friend of mine from years ago, and we went on her tour 5-6 years ago. And super rad, you guys. It's called Lewd Spirits.
It was good.
It was super
Yes.
good, right? And they take you around to a couple different haunted bars.
Especially like you go to the bar and you have a drink and like you're just not walking and it's listening.
And
Interactive.
two of the spots that you stop at have to do with Madams from Storyville, which I love Storyville.
Dave,
Which
tell us
was-
about Storyville.
We
Was
got to go visit tomorrow.
What is it though, Dave?
It's a area that was in the 1920s, right? Or now,
1900s.
1900s. It was prostitution, and it was about gambling
And jazz and prostitution. And
jazz.
legal prostitution. Legal prostitution. This is when
Job.
I know.
Yeah.
Yay. It was an area that prostitution was legal back in the early 1900s, and then the American Navy decided that their sailors shouldn't be what's my right word? Shouldn't be contaminated by these women, so they shut down Storyville. But for a very long time, Storyville was a legal area of prostitution, and these homes were amazing. We're gonna do actually a little tour tomorrow about it, and so we'll tell you guys a little bit more because I find Storyville really, really interesting.
It is, but our necks are like.
I know. I don't know what's going on behind
We're
me
chicken
here.
necking it.
I don't know what's going on behind me here.
Or Antoine.
But so
Twan.
it was cool. But we also, you guys, y'all forgot. We
Y'all.
went on the most
Amazing.
voodoo tour
It
today.
made me cry.
It did actually. Andrew cried, and
I cried too, babe.
Dave cried. It was super, super moving.
Dave cried when he hugged me. We
It
cried.
was emotional.
It was.
If you guys aren't following, he is High Priest Roby, and I will link it down below.
Amazing.
And his are free tours by foot. He's the Voodoo tour. They also do they do some food tours. They do some French Quarter tours.
So many different things.
Really amazing company.
I love the whole family.
Well, we had such an amazing connection with Roby and his family.
And his niece.
Oh my gosh, and the babies, all the babies. If you guys go to our Instagram, you'll see pictures of the babies leaving offerings at the trees. It was
It's like they know, like the babies know, like what it is because they've been in all the ceremonies. The babies know what trees are wet,
Right.
they put offerings.
it was super moving. It was
Yeah.
super duper moving, and I honestly can't say enough about Roby and his family. I think that was like the highlight of the day because then we got invited to go back after the tour. They invited us to come back and witness a drumming ceremony for the ancestors with his family. And talk about whoa, super goosebumps,
Yeah, that
super
was.
amazing. The crazy beauty of it, you guys, I can't even tell you. Like, please go check them out. Again, I'll link it
It was
below.
like people that were involved who were just like showed up and they give them drumsticks to drum and like they were like come join and they want you to come dance and like they did
Oh yeah, no, like inviting people to
offerings
dance.
everyone for the ancestors, and it's about keeping their roots and their heritage alive.
It was beautiful. It was really, really amazingly beautiful. I can't even like start even like the high priestess was giving. The high priestess was like giving libations to the ancestors, and they asked the people that were there, like they asked you to call out your ancestors.
Yep.
I did in my head.
From wherever, from wherever, because they called out their ancestors from where they were from, whether it would be, Irish, Haiti, Senegal.
I called out my grandma.
Even the Native Americans, because the site that we got to actually go and witness this ritual at was Congo Square. If you guys don't know a lot about Congo Square, maybe we'll do a little thing with it, or maybe I'll bring.
Well, maybe we should. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a little video of it.
We can go there because it was absolutely amazingly beautiful.
Not that house.
We're not going to that house. But Congo Square. So Congo Square was first and foremost sacred to the Native Americans that were here. And then, of course, when the enslaved people came, and they would give them, and
how they would dress and dance. He said that, like, the slaves would come on Sundays because then, like,
that was the day they gave them off.
Yeah, and they give them off, let them party, and the Native Americans would be there drumming and dancing. The Native American women would take off their headdresses and their clothes, put them on the slaves, and then once everyone said, "Oh, it's time to go," they'd be like, "Well, I'm Native American. Let's go this way." And they freed a lot of slaves that way.
And they would help the enslaved people to get out of slavery. So
that was the Native Americans.
Americans, yeah.
So of course, here and really everywhere, because everyone has immigrated, there's a lot of that combination of African and Native, because the natives would help the enslaved people to escape, or if they did escape, so natives. If they did escape, a lot of times they would go and they would stay with the natives of that area, and they would help them to learn how to live. And so, of course, what happens? You live with people.
Yeah.
People fall in love. They have sex. They have babies. So it's just what happens. So there's a lot of history, especially here in New Orleans, about the Africans and the natives breeding, and it sounds wrong. Breeding sounds so wrong. Like it's
no, but they intertwine their cultures together.
Thank you. That's a better way to say it.
Yeah,
that's a way better way to say it. And if you look into it again, there's so much we can go. You guys, we could be on here for hours.
Like we were there, and I thought, me and Dave thought that Jill talked to Roby and knew that we were coming. And we dress the way we dress. It's that everyday thing. It's not nothing different. And he goes, okay. He goes, and the pagans that are here, he goes, they will do a blessing. He goes, but you guys have a special blessing. And he let everyone with his Florida water that he makes, and so he washed all their hands with it. And he goes, you guys have to wait. And he made us wait on the side, and he did a special blessing for us. So he's like, because our magic is, our beliefs and his beliefs, we all mesh together, and it's good that we brought it in with him.
Which I thought was beautiful, because he was talking about that, and like how basically like we're all doing the same thing. We're all working towards the same goals.
Yes.
And
that was good, yeah, when he said that, like,
I thought that was beautiful.
We're all doing the same thing. We're all helping each other, and even the high priestess that was there for the drum circle, she even said the same thing. We're all here helping each other and helping the future of our children and other people's children, just like so we could have clean water and they have food
and an environment and peace, not this war bullshit.
Yeah.
But no, it was crazy because right when we walked up, we got there a little early, because that's what we do.
I thought I knew you because he hugged you.
Yeah, he walked right up to me and he was like, and this beautiful lady, and gave me a big hug, which felt amazing. He's just one of those like
he didn't hug nobody else but you. That's why we're like, did you guys talk?
He's like a good hug people, right? And it just felt great. And yeah, they were like, did you talk to him? And I was like, no, I honestly didn't, because I booked the tour after watching some videos on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
That I watched him, and I really liked his energy, and I really thought he was a really wonderful person. He very, very much talks about not being discriminatory, whether it is color, sexual gender, spiritual gender, anything. He's very, very, very much all about inclusive and love. And I really liked his vibe, so I wanted to book this tour with him. And so I booked it, was super stoked that we got him, and walked up and he was like, and this beautiful queen, and gave me a big hug, and I was like, oh yeah, I love him. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this. And we were talking about it earlier. I was like, I am so excited that we got him and that we get to do this experience with him, knowing that he was a high priest of Voodoo. And
yeah,
we
and
go
the
through the
steps
whole-
that he took.
we go through
He's
the
not like,
tour.
oh, I'm just a high priest. I'm just gonna say that. No, he explained like what he had to go through to be considered a high priest of of Voodoo high priest. He had to go through all of these steps and all of these trainings and all of these things and respect from his elders for him to do this. It was good. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna say I'm a high priest and I'm gonna do this tour.
I think it was very, very, very informative.
It was
very, very informative about.
And he called a bunch of bitches out.
Oh, that was so good about Voodoo, and I have to say,
they were, right?
Dave didn't see the lady, but Andrew and I did. Yes, please. But the other rad part. So, oh my God, we had so many rad things today, you guys. So we get to the park a little early, and it was a little warm and sunny today. So we go into the park, and I went right to this one tree. Felt super drawn to this one tree, and there was a bunch of ravens in the tree, which always happens. Ravens and crows, and they were yelling at us, which always happens. But we're standing there, and then I see Roby walk up. So we walk over, we do our check-in. He gives me a big hug, and he goes, you guys can go hang out for a little while. We're early. And I said, well, I'm going to go to my tree that I found. And so we go back with him, we meet up, we start talking, and he goes to the tree that I was standing at, and I knew right off the bat. So there is a Voodoo Orisha, and her name is Yemaya. Yemaya is the goddess of the ocean, motherhood, a lot of other things, and I'm learning about it. So don't come at me, you guys. I am still learning about her. But I've always felt really drawn to her. The last time we came here, I got a gree bag for Yemaya because I felt super drawn to get it, and so Roby's talking about this tree and leaving offerings, and he kind of looks over, and I go, "That's for Yemaya, right?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah. How do you know?" And I go, honestly, just to guess.
He looked at you and was like, you know.
Yeah, I go, just to guess. Like, and again, you guys, I am not going to sit here and tell you that I know a lot about it. I just feel drawn to it, okay? And just knew that tree was for Yemaya. So thank you, sir. So we leave offerings. Andrew and I both leave offerings for Yemaya. And then we go to the other trees. So all of the trees in Congo Square.
The other tree made me cry.
The other tree did make Andrew cry. Ogun.
I gotta look him up.
Ogun, protector. Again, we're learning about this, you guys, but we really got emotional today, and we really felt the energies there. So,
just what he was talking about, like with that, what was it? The protector tree.
Ogun.
Like he had us do a offering and what we want to let go of, and and I was already starting to put something. And he goes, "Wait a minute," and he goes, "Let me tell you how to do it." And then he's like, "Hey, come here, and I'm going to show you." And then like he did it for me and told me, and we did it, and it was really emotional. Made me cry.
It was. Yeah. It was a really for us. It was a really, really amazing tour, and then for him to offer for us to go back and to see his family's drumming ritual.
And this is signs we saw before we even got there.
Oh, I know. Oh my gosh, we have pictures. We'll put pictures up on our Instagram.
That's what I'm going through, and then the signs that we saw all day, and then that.
And then also the sign that Roby found, and he talked to the tour about it. But it was really, really amazing. It was a really beautifully emotional day. Like, not in a bad way. really beautifully emotional day.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you guys, this made me happy, and I just love how he did it. I love him. He called out some seriously racist, close-minded people in this tour, which to me, now, okay, you were taking a Voodoo tour with an openly gay man who is African American, and you're gonna come and take his tour, and you're gonna be racist and discriminatory.
They didn't really say anything. Just he
Oh,
felt
but
their vibe from
we could
them.
feel,
Yeah.
I could feel it. This woman was super angry, super nasty about it. But the way he did it was so cute and tasteful.
Yes.
So cute and tasteful.
He was like, let me put my glasses on so I don't look you directly in the eye, so you know who I'm talking to, but you know who I'm talking to.
I think it was amazing. I love
It was
him.
amazing.
Let's knock on someone. Oh my God, Andrew has my boots on right now. He said he would love to be on the podcast, so I want to do a super interview with him because we
I think
love
it'd be
his
great,
vibe.
yeah.
We love his vibe. He's saying all the same things that we're saying, you guys. All the same things about
Everyone who's in the same
be yourself,
magical
love
or
yourself.
whatever you do,
Right.
different religions. I mean, if you're all saying the same things of like to change each other for the better, not to do any harm to nobody else or anything like that, it's like
Change the
was-
world for the better. Change
yeah.
yourself for the better.
yeah.
But so he was totally down. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna get Roby on because I think you guys will love him because we loved him. And then getting to go to his family's drumming ancestral offering,
Awesome.
so beautiful, right? The energy was just amazing. I was gonna dance, but then I
Chicken out.
did chicken out. I'm not gonna lie, I did chicken out. Because
Yeah.
I felt like, okay, this is why I chickened out. This is why I chickened out.
Because she's a white girl.
No, because I thought I'm gonna go up there and I'm not gonna do my white girl dancing. I'm gonna do my ancestral dancing, which is belly dancing, right? And
Why
I don't know how to do African dancing, and I didn't want to like. Would that be disrespectful if I did
No,
my
they wanted you
ancestral
just to
dancing?
move.
You know, is it disrespectful to their ancestors? I just didn't want to be disrespectful. You know,
Get it? I get it. Yeah.
because I would do my ancestral dancing, which is belly dancing, or Highland high step. You know, we have one or the other here. Very strange ancestry. But I didn't want to be disrespectful
Yeah.
to, because we are working in their ancestral space.
Yeah.
You
We were
know?
invited there.
And I felt really honored that they did invite us, you know, and that we got to show up and
And
his
they came
family,
up and talked to us.
yes, his
this
family
and that.
came up and hugged us and talked to us, you know, and just really like,
And then
Hold us in.
his niece was like, "You guys remind me of Charmed."
yeah, his niece like, you guys are charmed. You're the power of three. Should we have David get your booty in here? Power of three. His niece was like, the power of three. You guys are so the power of three.
Don't know what charm is, but
He doesn't know, but we'll explain it to him later.
We'll have to watch it.
okay.
But in the fact, like, you know, his nephews, his babies were there, and they ran up to us and were giving us hugs, and just the cutest little things.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so
So smart little
Pinch
kids.
her,
Like
pinch
they
her.
knew, like even when he was like doing the blessing to cleanse yourself with the Florida water that he made, and the babies walked up first and they held their hands out and they knew he was like, just watch them, and they were moving their hands
It
on
was
their
the cutest
arms,
thing.
like they knew like what they were supposed to be doing with it.
And when we did the cleansing with the Florida water, we were doing it. So if you guys ever go to Congo Square, if you ever come to New Orleans, go to Congo Square. The energy is beautiful.
Yeah, the trees.
It's
are
really, really amazing. But if you go in the center, and if you don't go on Roby's tour, which we totally recommend, if you don't go on Roby's tour, there is a large round area in the very middle, right? And that's where the Native Americans had their totem with their spirits and their ancestors on there that would have deer skin on the top. So of course, then the French came in. They were French Catholic, and they burnt the totem to the ground. But if you if you go around this big centered
Circle.
circle. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
what would you?
What is the big circle?
Big
But
circle.
It was like
and then
there
there's
was
bricks.
like little bricks around that made like the swirls where like they stood and there were,
And they would dance.
Yeah.
They would dance in those circles.
Yep.
And the energy from there, you guys, is just
and all the trees are touching each other in the whole circle. Yeah.
beautiful. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. I can't even. I wish that we could you guys could have seen all of the goosebumps that we had all day from being there.
It was an awesome day.
It
Yeah.
was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
It was amazingly beautiful.
Until we went to that house.
Ooh.
I know.
Don't go there.
Okay, we'll do another one on that.
Yeah.
We'll do another one.
We'll
on
do
that.
it next after this.
Yes. But again, so go to Congo Square. Go to Congo Square. Feel the energies. Leave your offerings to the trees. We left many offerings.
Cigarettes.
We left tobacco. We left tobacco.
Jewelry.
We left some jewelry. We left some coins, and some stones at the trees as offerings to ancestors and to Ogun and to Yemaya. But the feeling is beautiful, you guys. It really, really is. I can't say it enough. If you get down here to New Orleans, or if you're close to New Orleans, go to Congo Square and read up on the history of Congo Square. And maybe we'll do a little thing with Roby on Congo Square, because I don't want to speak out of turn. Like, I know some things just from my own research, because I always thought it was beautiful and I thought it was a wonderful place. But again, I don't want to give any bad information, so I would rather have
Dude, there's your soda.
I'd rather have Roby speak on it, because it's his.
Yeah, he
It's his
knew a
history.
lot more. Yeah.
It's his history. It's his family history. So he will know more. But look it up a little bit. Check out some YouTube videos. Do some reading on Google. The history of Congo Square is absolutely amazing.
Definitely.
Absolutely amazing, you guys. Again, you guys know I'm a history nerd, so I can go on about the history about ramparts and Rampart Street and why Congo Square is situated where Congo Square is, because they had to look at the church.
Right.
They had to look at the church on their one day off, so they wouldn't think of escaping. But anyway, so we're gonna sign off for right now. But then we'll go into another place that we went today. We did a lot of great things today.
We'll do it in a minute.
Some
but
weird
we'll still
things,
do it right now.
but a lot of good
yeah.
things. All right.